Hey guys, so yesterday we did triangles and today we are doing circles. Today actually we're going to do circumference, and then your very last math lesson in 7th grade will be on area of circles on Wednesday. So before we can do circumference and area though, we have got to talk about the different parts of a circle. So the center, that's right there, of course. By the words, you know what it means. It's in the center of the circle. But by definition, this is the point in the center of a circle that is equal distance. So hold on, let me move that. The point in the center of a circle equal distance from the outside. Braden says hey. Okay, so that is what the center of the circle is. Now if we look at a radius, so again on the side over here we've got an actual radius that is labeled right here. Hold on, Mimi, hold on, baby. So radius is right here. And by definition, the radius is from the center to the outside edge. So length from the center to the outside edge. To the outside edge. And then diameter, let's get that to focus. It's getting worse at focusing as we go on. But diameter is here. So it's from side to side of your circle through the center. It's very important. It has to go through the center. So distance from each side of the circle. I'm going to do a circle like that through the center. Very important. It has to go through the center. So circumference. When we're talking about circumference, what that is, can you please stop? Circumference is the distance around the circle. So if you were to tie a string and put it on the round, good job, you made a circle. So distance around the circle. If you are familiar and you remember area and perimeter, it's perimeter of a circle. Circumference is the outside edge of a circle. And there's a formula for this. And it is C equals pi d. That's our formula, pi d. And I always think about, it's weird. Okay, this is weird. It might not help some of you, but it always helps some kids because it's weird. So if you think about a toilet, it's a circle. The outside edge. So the outside edge of the circle on the pi d is pi d. Pi d, pi d. I don't know. So if not, there's the formula. You will need to remember it. But on every example, I am going to write the formula down. So it says find the circumference of each circle. Use 3.14 for pi. So I'm going to go ahead and write circumference equals pi times diameter. Now, here's the thing. Number 1 gives me this picture. And I know that from the center, hold on, it's not wanting to focus. From the center to the outside edge is 5 centimeters. So from the center to the outside edge is 5 centimeters. But I need the diameter. I know that the radius is 5. But I need the diameter. I need all the way across. So if this part's 5, then this part has to be 5. And 5 plus 5 is 10. So the diameter equals 10. So now I know my diameter. I can plug it into my equation, and it's set up in the directions to use 3.14 for pi. I know that you know what pi is. So 3.14 for pi. So circumference equals 3.14 times 10. Well, 3.14 times 10 is 31.4, and then we need to look at our units. So this is perimeter, so it's just regular units. So this is centimeters, so this is 3.14, not 3, I'm sorry, 31.4 centimeters. Okay, what I would do if I was you is looking at number 2, let me stop. Looking at number 2, right there, it says 8 yards. If you can't tell, that's an 8. I would pause and I would try and find the circumference on your own. See if you can do it. Okay, so when we do it together, I'm going to go ahead and write down my formula again. C equals pi d. Well, again, this is a radius. I know the radius is 8, but I need the diameter. So this part's 8. So that means this side will be 8 as well. So that means the whole diameter would be 8 plus 8, which is 16. The diameter equals 16. So what we can do now is plug in the diameter of 16 into our equation. So I'm sorry, y'all, I just did that. C equals 3.14 times 16. Let me pull up my calculator. So if I've got 3.14 times 16, that's 50.24. So C equals 50.24. And we use the same unit. So if we look up top, the units they used was yards, so that's what we have, yards. Okay. Now let's go down to number 3. What did they give us this time? Did they give us the radius or did they give us the diameter? Remember, radius is from the center to the side. The diameter is from each side to side through the center. So did we go from side to side through the center? Yes, we did. We sure did. So my diameter is 4. So if I write down my formula, C equals pi d, I know that my diameter equals 4. So what I'm going to do is plug that diameter into my equation, or my formula. C equals 3.14 times 4. We pull up the calculator. 3.14 times 4, 12.56. So the circumference is 12.56. Okay, and we keep the same unit, which is feet. Okay, so you on your homework are going to have some questions like this, where you've either been given the radius, like the first 2 examples, or you're given the diameter, and then you're going to have some real-world application problems. So I want to go over the real-world application problems. So number 11 says, find the distance of a wheel with a diameter of 28 centimeters would travel in 1 revolution. So a revolution is just 1 full turn. So because it's 1 full turn, that's a circle. And it tells us it has a diameter of 28 centimeters. So I'm going to label that on my picture. 28 centimeters. And we want to know how far it would go in 1 spin. So that would be circumference. So C equals pi d. And then we would plug in, since that's the diameter, we don't have to find it. It's not the radius, it's the diameter already. So we can plug that into our equation. So we'll have C equals 3.14 times 28. Get my calculator. And I've got 3.14 times 28. That's 87.92. And then the unit will be whatever they gave us. So they gave us centimeters, so that's what we're going to use. So if you went 1 full revolution on a tire with a diameter of 28 centimeters, then that would be the distance you would go. You would go 87.92 centimeters. What are you doing? No. Okay. So our next question, let me move my paper. I'm going to pause and move it first. So number 12 says, if the minute hand on the clock below has a radius of 7.5 inches, how far will the hand travel in a 24-hour day? So 24-hour day, if we're looking at a clock, means that it goes all the way around, okay? So that would be a circle. And we know that our hand has a radius of 7.5 inches. We wanted to know how far it would travel in one 24-hour period. So that's all the way around. Well, the distance around is the circumference. So we're going to need to use our formula pi d. Okay? Well, I need the diameter, not the radius. So how do I get the diameter from the radius? Well, if this is 7.5 and this is 7.5, when I put them together, it'd be 15. So diameter equals 15 inches. I should use my units. So what I can do then is I can plug it into my formula, and I would have circumference equals 3.14 times 15. When I use the calculator and do 3.14 times 15, I get 47.1. So circumference equals 47.1, and we keep the units, so it'd be inches again. So circumference equals 47.1 inches. I'm going to pause again, and I'm going to get your homework sheet so I can show you what you're going to do tonight. Okay, so for homework tonight, you're going to have 6 problems that are just the circles where they give it to you, and you have to figure out if you have the radius or the diameter and how to use the equation. So if you struggle on the first 6, we did examples just like this. So you need to go back and rewatch the video, okay? Then down at the bottom, you've got 3 word problem questions. If you need any help, you need to contact me. Please, that's why I'm here. Please contact me. Reach out. There's very few of you that have reached out at all. And if you're having trouble, that's what you need to do. If you are at home, you need to take a picture. At home without internet, we're all at home. Sorry. At home without internet, you need to take a picture, then upload it to the jump drive of your work. If you're at home with internet, then you need to go to assessments and complete this there. All right. You guys have a good evening. Bye, guys. Amy had to tell y'all bye, so go ahead and tell them bye, Amy. Bye. So see you next time. See you next time.